outside. Every time Kaminsky catches the basketball, he's on a pump fake. York the other way. Showalter tries to defend. Outside for Pitts. Howard Jefferson.
Good move there. I love what Arizona is trying to do here. Score before this Wisconsin team can set up. I don't mind the quick shot. You're going to have to speed up this pace.
Kanan. Kaminsky sets the screen. McConnell sticking right with Kanan. Done a good job. Slowed up there. They switch a bit. Out to Kaminsky it goes. Off balance. Howard Jefferson with another rebound for Arizona. He's collected 4. It's McConnell. It's York. The freeze. Arizona has captured their first lead of the game.
Dave York averages 2 made threes per game for this Arizona ball club.
Kaminsky around the defense.
This young man came to play. Again, not shooting great from the field. 5 of 13 for 13 points to go along with 5 rebounds. But ladies and gentlemen, the potential player of the year.
Shove, and Showalter will pick it up on the perimeter for Wisconsin. His first. York is the top three-point shooter for the Wildcats. A starter a year ago off the bench now, and he's just given them a deficit of a point.
Post, what do we want? Chicken selects.
I'm just trying to make my city a better place.
Pizza Hut stuffed. Well, Frank Kaminsky, this is why they call him Frank the Tank right here. Gets the offensive charge versus Tarzewski. And look at the offensive. This is not an offensive foul because he doesn't extend that left elbow. Just a little chicken wing hook there to go right around Hollis Jefferson. This young man is getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Hollis Jefferson inside. Hayes was there defending along with Kaminsky. And a foul go on Nigel Hayes, who picks up his second. Rebounding is even in this contest with the Badgers by 1. And look at the difference in what Kaminsky has done and what the rest of the team has done.
I think Wisconsin's biggest problem, though, right at the moment, Kevin, is on the defensive end. Arizona started out 3 for 11. They've made 7 of their last 9 shots, and they've been able to get to the free throw line. Wisconsin simply cannot stop them at this point.
Third time. 2:35 to go. Arizona gets their second 1-point lead of the game. Dugan is back in the contest. Koenig is on the wing. Kaminsky's on top. Gusser is in, and Decker. That's the Badger 5.
Gentlemen, look where Wisconsin is catching the basketball now. This is 2 or 3 feet behind the 3-point line. The Arizona defense now has extended themselves.
Shot clock at 7. Koenig. Shot clock at 1. Great defense by Arizona.
Oh, if you're Sean Miller right now, gold stars for your ball club defensively here. This is just a wonderful effort here late in this first half for Arizona. I think the jitters are gone now, Dan.
I sure think the jitters are gone. And Wisconsin, I'm not sure that they want to be playing at the end of the shot clock against this Arizona defense.
Badgers have 4 turnovers, only had 5 the entire game against North Carolina. McConnell, Hollis Jefferson.
Late rotation for Wisconsin. Again, T.J. McConnell and the ability to collapse the defense.
Wildcats by 3. Biggest lead tonight. Pitts and Dugan got tangled up, and Pitts is going to pick up a Wildcat foul.
And you want to know why he was so open. Here's Sam Decker. Decker's supposed to be guarding him, but watch what Decker does. You got two guys go to the ball. Nobody's anywhere near Hollis Jefferson. By the time the Decker gets back, it's a dunk. Kevin, they've made 8 of their last 10 shots have the Wildcats.
Candy will hit the bench with his second turnover. Dugan at the line, and coming up on the AT&T at the half. Ray Gumble and company will have first half analysis and a preview of the Midwest Regional Final. It'll be number 1 and undefeated Kentucky and 3rd seed Notre Dame. All coming up on the AT&T at the half.
Here's this spot here for Trayvon Jackson. Remember, this is his second game back after missing 19. A little bit of that senior leadership here on the floor here for Bo Ryan.
And his perimeter defense. McConnell. Sarzuski against Kaminsky, who knocked it away in a foul.
That's 2 fouls on Kaminsky. Let's give a lot of credit to Caleb Tarzuski because the talk coming into this game was there was no way that Tarzuski was going to be able to check Frank Kaminsky. I thought he played an outstanding game a year ago versus Kaminsky. Look at that, a lot of ball there by Frank Kaminsky, but Caleb has not backed down from the intensity and the aggressive play here of Kaminsky and the Badgers.
Well, again, I think the way that you guard Frank Kaminsky is you send him over to the bench with fouls. So attack him, make him play defense. Don't let him just play on one end of the court.
Wildcats with Tarzuski at the line. Hollis Jefferson, Elliott Pitts, McConnell, York, that's their 5. Arizona is on a 9-3 run with under a minute to go in the first half. It's game 1 in the Elite 8.
And if you're Kaminsky, be very careful you don't pick up a silly foul here in the closing moments of this first half.
Tarzuski just picked one, backpedaling as the driving Duye Dugan, a senior from Deerfield, Illinois, just forces Tarzuski into his second foul of the game.
Well, think about this now, the front line of Arizona, Johnson, Ashley, and Tarzuski, all with 2 fouls here in the closing moments of this first half. Nice substitution here by Bo Ryan, bringing in Vito Brown for Kaminsky.
Here's Dugan at the line. His dad is a scout for the Chicago Bulls. You can imagine the conversations around the dinner table growing up. Born in Croatia and grew up in Chicago, in the Chicago area, with a look at Sean Miller and some of the issues he's facing right now. His team was down by 8. They lead by 4. We've had 3 lead changes in the first half.
Well, they started attacking the basket. They got better shots. They've made 8 of their last 10. They've gotten to the free throw line. They've made all 8 of their free throws. Wisconsin struggled a little bit from the line. They've missed 3 in the first half, and that's really unusual.
How about Sean Miller? He is from his rotation. Usually Richstich would be in for Tarzuski. You come back with Ashley, who has 2 fouls as well.
If you're Ashley, you want to be careful. You don't want to get a foul setting an illegal screen.
Small lineups for both. This is McConnell snapping it out to York, who's picked up by Gossett. And the shot clock is at 10.
T.J. McConnell, he was going to have Vito Brown on a nice switch there by Gosser to get back on McConnell.
Gosser knocked it away. 1 to fire. Jefferson got it. Jefferson puts it in. 8 points. Final seconds, first half. Decker against Hollis Jefferson, who's holding on for dear life as Decker was rampaging down the lane for the Badgers, and he may have come up a little lame. Got hit in that left thigh to Decker.
Well, Hollis Jefferson was asking for the ball the entire time, and the ball just squirted away and came right to him, and yeah, he's happy about that now. He's not happy about getting that foul.
8-2 run here to close this half for Arizona. Arizona is shooting almost 55% in this first half after that slow start. The Wisconsin Badgers only 39%. And if you're Bo Ryan right now down by 4, it'd be very fortunate.
And Wisconsin is the most efficient offense in college basketball.
Well, they have not been able to guard Arizona after that start of the game. Arizona, we said now it's 10.
1 second, McConnell. Wisconsin an early lead of 8. Arizona storms back to lead by 5 at one point and by 3 at halftime. Shooting 54% with Rondé Hollis Jefferson playing well with 8. Frank Kaminsky has put in 13 for the Badgers, and we go to Rachel Nichols.
Coach, your team started out shooting 1 of 8. What did you say to turn things around to get back into this game?
I thought we missed a couple good ones, but early we were shooting very quick. And if you shoot that quick against Wisconsin, it almost becomes like a time of possession. You play defense for 30 seconds, you play offense for 10, and eventually that's not going to work. I thought we started to become more deliberate, and when we shot quick, they were great shots. But I think our offense is fine. It's just a matter of us being able to play without fouling, especially against Kaminsky, and, I'll stop right there.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks.
Halftime.
In the early 90s, Sean Miller was an assistant coach for the Wisconsin Badgers, the former point guard at Pitt. Now the coach of the 5th-ranked team in college basketball, the 2-seed Arizona Wildcats, leading Wisconsin by 3. We'll take you to the AT&T at the half. After these messages, you're watching the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship.
Trade off the dribble early on, but the start was Wisconsin. Frank Kaminsky, who had 13 points, gets 2 of them there on the drive, and then Brandon Ashley scored 6 straight points, 2 of them right there, and he did it with 2 fouls. Then Tarzewski able to post up and throw it down. A nice little spin move that time by Frank Kaminsky against the smaller Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Big transition 3 from Gabe York, gave the Arizona Wildcats a lead. Nice spin move and punch. Good action both ways. The difference, though, has been the ability of Arizona to make it tough for Wisconsin to score, and then they've got easier baskets because of what you see right there on your screen. Points in the paint, 20 for Arizona.
Chuck, Wisconsin started off strong in this game, then on came Arizona. What changed?
Well, they started going in. Frank Kaminsky was playing fantastic. He was aggressive. He was getting great shots. He got Wisconsin off to a great start, but Sean Miller did a great job. He says, well, we can't stop him. Let's make him work on defense. They start going into Brandon Ashley. They start going into Tarzewski. Those guys dominated. They started scoring, and nobody from Wisconsin stepped up. And listen, when Arizona gets in the open floor, Stanley Johnson and Rondé Hollis Jefferson, that's when they're at their best. But in the half court, they made a conscious effort. They're going at Frank. They're not just going to let him play on one end. If you look at these stats, there's nobody on the Wisconsin team is really stepping up to help Frank. Decker's playing pretty good, but Nigel Hayes has got to step up. Gasser's got to step up, but they need somebody else on the perimeter to step up.
So, Kenny, who makes the adjustment at halftime? What has to be done?
Well, I think the adjustment comes from Wisconsin. The ball pressure that Arizona is putting on Wisconsin, you have to make them pay if you have to make them pay if you're Wisconsin. Meaning, there has to be more backdoor cuts. Going back to the old Wisconsin, the 10 years ago Wisconsin, that offense that he probably still has that team running will work better against this type of defensive pressure.
Is this Plan B we're talking about?
This is Plan B. Because I think they be able to create off the dribble. Arizona does not allow you to do that. Arizona doing a great job of that. Now it's time to pass, move, cut. Body movement, ball movement over creativity. And I think Kenny has a great point because I don't think as talented as Wisconsin is. I think as I said, this should have been a Final Four game. These are Kentucky's the best team. I think we most agree on. But these are the next 2 best teams in this tournament. But I don't think, as talented as Wisconsin is, I don't think they can run up and down the floor with Arizona. I don't think they can do that for 40 minutes.
All right, guys, we will step aside here for just a moment. When we come back, we'll preview the Midwest Regional Final between Notre Dame and unbeaten Kentucky.
The Kentucky guys are north of that. So they can actually be in this position here and still be able to bother that shot, or at least make the offensive player think about it and then get in position. You don't have wrong you stop. Oh, look. One more pass, we could get a better look.
But we've had some wide open ones that guys just weren't knocking down. So we'll have to do a little bit better with our points per possession. But defensively, we also got to stop some of those post entries. These guys are awfully long and awfully wide when they post up, and they make it difficult for us to deny the post. So we've got to do a better job of that.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll see if the Bo Ryan magic works again.
All right, thanks.
And on the Arizona side, Reggie Miller, you've been impressed with Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
A year ago, Rondé in this game, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Already 8 points and 5 rebounds. And I would not be surprised if Sean Miller continues to have him guarding Frank Kaminsky. Because his activity, look at the offensive end from the pick and roll, shot clock running down, finds ways to put the ball in the basket, and this is what I'm talking about, defensively, long and athletic, and still able to come up with rebounds.
If you look at the numbers, Arizona started 1 of 8, that went down 11 of 14 over the last 15 minutes of the first half. It was a situation where in the last particularly 11 minutes of that half, Wisconsin simply couldn't guard Arizona. The Badgers are going to have to get that straightened out. Well, to start the second half for Wisconsin, here's Koenig, off to Gosser. Kaminsky has the ball. He'll put up a 3. And that's the way the Badgers start things, and Kaminsky has 16 points.
There are so many similarities from last year's game. It was playing in Anaheim. This year it's played in L.A. Whoever won the game was moving on to the Final Four between these two teams. And Arizona was up 3 at half last year. And Kaminsky right here just ties the ball game at the start of the second half.
And I think you got to live with that shot if you're Arizona, because Kaminsky, as I say, he only makes about 1 of those a game. The bigger problem for Wisconsin right now is Nigel Hayes just picked up his 3rd personal foul. First team all Pac-12, Rondé Hollis Jefferson at the line, the sophomore. Here comes Duke, and he'll take the place of Hayes. Reggie, and you pointed out earlier in the game, as did Rachel, that Wisconsin only gives up an average of 11 free throw attempts a game. This is free throw attempt number 10 for Arizona, and we just started the second half. Ashley and Tarczewski, Hollis Jefferson. Top of the defense is McConnell on the side is Stanley Johnson. And that is the starting 5 for the second half for Arizona. They sneak it inside to Kaminsky. Defended only by Tarczewski. Decker of 3. And Wisconsin has knocked down 2 triples to begin the second half.
Nice start here for Wisconsin and Bo Ryan. Back-to-back threes here. Team that was really struggling in that first half, as you alluded to, Dan, to score the basketball.
Stanley Johnson is now 2 of 4 for Arizona, and Koenig the other way for the Badgers. Johnson. Man-to-man for Arizona.
Duye is going to have to be aggressive offensively here with Nigel Hayes on the bench here with those 3 fouls. And not be afraid to let go of that trigger from beyond the arc.
Another 3. Kaminsky. With a rebound by Ashley. He's got 3.
And Dan, I'm with you. If Frank Kaminsky is going to live behind that 3-point line and make them, then we just go home. But I'd much rather have him behind that 3-point line than causing havoc and getting our bigs in foul trouble down in the post.
Connell has gone 1 of 4.
This is scary right here.
Into Tarczewski. It's Kaminsky.
This is where Frank Kaminsky does his damage.
Big time play by Frank Kaminsky. He's got 18.
It's nice, it's pretty when you can knock down threes when you're a big man. But where you get your grit and you get your name is down here in the post.
And Reg, if he gets that close, it's going to be really hard to stop him. Tarczewski's got to move his feet, as he did a couple of times in the first half, and keep him away from the basket. They say when he gets within 2 feet, he's going to make it. And now Tarczewski's got 3 fouls. Another point for Frank Kaminsky. And Wisconsin to start the second half, 9-1 over Arizona.
And Kev, Arizona has now become a much smaller ball club. In is Gabe York at 6'3" for Tarczewski, who runs 7 feet.
I think you got to attack Dukin in this situation. And right now he's defending Hollis Jefferson. They go outside. Brandon Ashley. The defense by Kaminsky.
Oh, that's great defense there by Kaminsky. I mean, you could not have guarded Brandon Ashley even better. It looks like Stanley Johnson may be down.
Johnson is down, as you can see. Foul goes on Johnson. He just picked up his third foul for the Wildcats.
Trying to crash the offensive glass over the back here.
That's a disaster all the way around. Not only do you get smacked in the face, that's Ashley, I think, poked him in the eye. So you get poked in the eye and you get the foul called on you.
This year he has started wearing contact lenses. He did not wear them in high school, and he says his vision, as you might assume, is a lot better. Before, it's just kind of a blurry orange round thing he was shooting at. Now he says, I can see the strands of the net.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, yeah, no. At the moment he is down, as you can see.
See, and that's a problem. Anybody who's ever worn contact lenses will be able to tell you that sometimes when you get poked in the eye and you got that contact lens in there, it's even worse.
Well, this is a tough blow here for Sean Miller. Tarzuski on the bench with the 3 fouls. Stanley Johnson, your starting shooting guard. Looks like he's going back to the locker room here. Karen Taylor, Stanley Johnson's mom, looks on.
His mom was a terrific college basketball player at Jackson State.
He's leaving the court, Kevin. He's
He is.
going back to the locker room. It's possible that he might have gotten his eye scratched with that contact lens.
Rachel Nichols, as you can see, is following the story and will update when she finds out.
Karen Taylor, Stanley Johnson's mom is a baller. I mean, she didn't even look phased up there watching her baby walk to the locker room.
They go back down low. Hollis Jefferson will watch Kaminsky. With another foul on Arizona. As Kaminsky continues to carve his way inside, Hollis Jefferson just picked up his 3rd foul.
And guys, let me ask you a question. What's the difference from Kaminsky's offensive foul that he drew on Tarzuski versus what Rondé Hollis Jefferson just tried to do versus Frank Kaminsky?
I think the difference is that maybe Hollis Jefferson moved underneath of him just a little bit.
Kaminsky has already scored 7 points in the opening 2.5+ minutes of the second half. And the lead with an 11-1 Wisconsin run this half by 7. Wisconsin led by as many as 8 in the first half.
This is an amazing offensive start for Wisconsin here in the second half.
Gosser is watching York, and Gosser for Wisconsin will pick up a foul and the first against the senior. Who delivered the Buick expectation-shattering performance of the day? Tune in to Inside March Madness presented by Buick and find out.
Kevin, remember how Arizona got back in the game in the first half? They attacked the basket. That's exactly what Dave York did right there.
Gosser now with the defensive switches on Hollis Jefferson. And as they go inside,
Don't go to the basket. Attack. Don't settle for outside jumpers unless they're open shots in transition.
And as good as defender Gosser is, there's no way he can handle Hollis Jefferson down low in the post.
Hollis Jefferson becomes the first player for the Wildcats in double figures with 11.
Like Sean Miller, he's gambling here, leaving Hollis Jefferson not only on the floor, but guarding the best player on the floor, Hollis Jefferson.
Julian Dugan has just put in a 3.
Didn't I say he was going to have to make threes with Nigel Hayes on the bench?
Quickly to Rachel Nichols.
Well, guys, Stanley Johnson is now back in the locker room. The first thing he did when he got to the hallway was ask the athletic trainer, is my contact lens still in? It was, and he wanted to just run right back out onto the court. The athletic trainer told him, hey, read a couple of those letters on the sign in the hallway for me. He was struggling to do that, so then they took him back into the locker room as the athletic trainer said, get his vision back. He said officially it is a scratch on his eye, but they hope to get him back out on the court, Kevin.
Rachel, thank you very much. They need him, as we mentioned earlier. The leading scorer for the Wildcats, Tarzuski, takes the place of Ashley. The foul went on Koenig for Wisconsin, his first.
3 straight times Arizona's attacked the basket. That's what they have to do.
And there's Stanley Johnson. Wisconsin, to start this half, has gone 3 of 4 from three-point territory. Jackson, Decker with the drive. Knocked away nicely by Pitts and out of bounds.
Nice hands defensively there by Elliott Pitts. On the drive there by Sam Decker. How about the early call here by Bo Ryan bringing in Trayvon Jackson for Koenig? some early minutes here in this second half for the senior Trayvon Jackson.
Yeah, and if you're Decker, Reggie, don't you drive the ball into the lane and pull up for the jump shot against the smaller pitch?
Absolutely. Use that height advantage.
Kaminsky leaning in, hoping for the foul. The defense by Tarjewski with the foul, and that put on Tukin.
And the reason why Kaminsky did not get that foul, he's the one that went towards Frank. Look at that. He's going straight into the body of Tarjewski. That's a good no call there by the official.
State Farm's National Bureau of Assist agent Cliff Paul's No Ask Assist is always a customer pleaser.
Don't worry, Greg. I'm here to help with the window. He's here to help with the pack.
The best assist is one you never see coming.
Southwest is having a sale. Because wedding season is just getting started. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
Wow, sweet new Subaru, huh, Mitch? Yep. You're selling the Mitchmobile? Man, we had a lot of good times in this baby. What's your dad want for it? Like $150 grand. 200 if they want that tape deck. You're not gonna tell your dad about the time my hamster had babies in the back seat, are you? That's just normal wear and tear, dude.
Subaru has the highest resale value of any brand, according to Kelley Blue Book. And Mitch. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
At Subway, a great meal starts with a great sandwich on the new Simple 6 menu. With 6 of our best 6-inch subs, like the tender turkey breast, plus any bag of chips and a 21-ounce drink for just $6 every day.
The last goal doesn't matter. The last victory, already forgotten. Yesterday, it's gone. But today is up for grabs. No one owns today. Take it.
Those drinks you can't get off your mind? Now you can get every 7th one free. New 7 rewards from 7-Eleven. Get our app, then get every 7th cup free. Any size, your way. 7 rewards, only at 7-Eleven.
Stories abounding in this NCAA tournament, as we always see every spring. Calipari, Izzo, Krzyzewski, Patino all reached the Elite Eight in the same year for the first time this year. Quickly to Rachel Nichols.
Well, guys, Justin Kokoski from the medical staff has been working on Stanley Johnson. He just washed his eye out with a saline solution. He also checked him for concussion symptoms back in the locker room and said there was no issue there. So now it's just a matter of whenever Stanley feels comfortable enough to go back into the game. Does have that scratch on his eye, but vision is coming back into focus.
Leading scorer, averaging 14 a game. He's got 6 this afternoon. Dukin just picked up his second personal foul as he tries to get some clarity, and Hollis Jefferson at the free throw line for the Arizona Wildcats.
Boy, there was a lot of red in that right eye.
There was. We'll follow the social conversation around the tournament at WitcherReport.com/social media watch. All presented by Lowe's.
Well, with the leading scorer on the bench for Arizona and Stanley Johnson in the eye issue, give a lot of credit here to Rondé Hollis Jefferson. 13 points, 4 of 8, 6 rebounds. And how about this, with those 3 fouls, doing a wonderful job defensively. It looks like the entire Badger team.
Rebound Jackson. Good defense by McConnell. It's all tie up.
Well, this is a hard thing to do against T.J. McConnell, trying to split that area in between the screen, and McConnell is